you can't understand The Lord of the Rings without a really good, firm grasp of the history of the Silmarillion. So we're going to find out exactly how Tolkien wrote this mythology and how it is fundamentally Catholic through and throughout, how it is about the fall, mortality, and the machine. So if we want to go into the characters, the Ainur, the ones that are actually the most prominent in the song of the Ainur, they came down in to live in Arda. And Arda is this now fertilized egg. And these are what the scholastics call the facets of the soul, which they also call the powers. And they all fit exactly with the scholastic facets of the soul. Absolutely, their characteristics are flawless, even who they're married to. But then above these, in time and in maturity, now, the young Arda, who's a human being, a human soul, body and soul, comes into the age of reason. And what happens at the age of reason is the trees of light. And the trees of light are produced by Yavanna and Nienna. Yavanna is the vegetative power of the soul of generation. And Nienna is the power of the sensitive soul, which is cognitive sense. And she's what brings all the other powers of the interior together to make sense. And the other powers of the interior are memory, which is Mandos. That's why everybody goes to the halls of the memory and he forgets nothing. Sense memory, which is his wife, Vari. And then Ermo, who is his brother, who's the imagination. And then Nienna, who's cognitive sense, and she's the one that makes sense. So between Nienna, cognitive sense, and generation, they bring into being the trees of light. The silver tree is the rational will, and the golden tree is the rational intellect and the conscience. They illuminate the mind in an unfallen state, and they wax and wane according to the harmonic overtone series. But they wax and wane in what St. Augustine called the angelic knowledge that he describes in literal interpretation of Genesis. And so the mind of Arda is in this pure unfallen state. So these are who the Valar are. And then we have Melkor, and Melkor is one of the Valar, but he has a portion of all of them. And what he is his original sin. He is the effect of the fall. That's why he mars everything. And he is the origin of all evil and all destruction and all the bad stuff, including Sauron, his first lieutenant, who later on Sauron becomes artificial intelligence. He's the machine. Sauron is the machine in the mythology. He has to start off that way, but over the 3 generations, he becomes the machine. And the mythology is about the struggle against transhumanism. And Arda now has become partly actually transhuman because it has a microchip in the cerebellum, the cerebellum is Mordor. And the microchip is there, and the Tower of Barad-dûr is the microchip. And it's about getting rid of the chip and destroying the One Ring. And the One Ring is ones and zeros. It's binary code. It's the heart of the mythology, is the language of the machine. Tolkien, the great philologist.